Welcome to Lives of Light, little saints. Today we celebrate Saint Turibius of Mogrovejo, whose feast day is March 23rd. He is the patron saint of Peru and a great missionary bishop. Let's discover how one man's footsteps spread God's love across mountains and jungles. Story: the bishop who walked for love. Long ago, in Spain, there was a young man named Turibius. He was very intelligent and studied law. People admired him because he worked hard and was honest. He became a judge and was respected for being fair. But Turibius was not even a priest. One day, something surprising happened. The King of Spain needed a new archbishop for a faraway land called Peru in South America. The church leaders wanted someone wise and trustworthy. They chose Turibius. At first, Turibius was shocked. He had never expected such a responsibility, but he trusted that if God was calling him, God would also help him. He quickly studied to become a priest and then a bishop. Soon, he sailed across the ocean to Peru. When Turibius arrived, he saw that many people were struggling. Some were poor, some had not learned much about the faith, some were being treated unfairly. Turibius knew he could not just stay in a comfortable house in the city, so he did something extraordinary. He walked. Turibius traveled thousands of miles on foot across mountains, jungles, and deserts. He visited small villages where no bishop had ever gone. He learned local languages so he could speak directly to the people. He baptized, confirmed, and taught children and adults about Jesus. He cared deeply about justice. If he saw people being mistreated, especially the native people, he spoke up bravely. He reminded leaders that every person is a child of God. His journeys were not easy. The roads were dangerous. The weather was harsh. Sometimes he slept outdoors. Sometimes he went hungry. But Turibius did not complain. He believed that loving people meant being willing to go to them. One beautiful detail is that he confirmed several future saints, including a young girl named Saint Rose of Lima and a humble man named Saint Martin de Porres. He helped plant seeds of holiness that would grow for generations. Even near the end of his life, Turibius continued traveling. During one of his missionary journeys, he became sick. He peacefully gave his life to God far from comfort, surrounded by the people he loved. Saint Turibius shows us that leadership is not about power, it is about service. He reminds us that sometimes loving others means going the extra mile, or even walking thousands of them. Reflection. Saint Turibius teaches us that we should not wait for others to come to us if they need help. Ask yourself, can I take the first step to help someone today? Maybe it's walking across the playground to include someone. Maybe it's speaking kindly when others are not. Small steps of love can make a big difference. Prayer. Dear Saint Turibius, you traveled far to share God's love. Help me to be brave when God asks me to serve. Teach me to care for others, especially those who feel forgotten. Give me a generous heart that is willing to take the first step. Remember, little saints, sometimes loving others means taking the first step. Be brave, be kind, and keep shining your light. See you next time on Lives of Light.